Can you hear it? Welcome to Relay.
Here we go.
So my lighting on this green screen is primarily sunlight, and I'm worried.
Why are you worried?
Because the sun's going to go down at some point today.
I mean, in like 18 hours, probably, yeah.
Not 18 hours?
Yeah.
It's 1:30.
You're in Texas. Isn't there like sun there always?
No.
Oh.
It's not Alaska.
Oh. Hey, everyone. So.
Oh, have we been live this whole time?
Yes, we've been live through your green
Okay.
screen talk. But it was funny.
Hello,
So,
everyone.
so I ran with it anyway. Because why the hell not? Okay.
Oh, God.
Hello, everyone.
Here it comes.
Here it comes. In case you hadn't noticed, today there's something else, something more important than the relay station. I know it's hard to believe, going on in cities across America and around the world. Kids are marching for the right to not be shot. Why it had to be a bunch of children to face tragedy and finally wake the fuck up, I really don't know. But I personally admire each and every one of them for it. Yes, this is politics. Yes, it's not Star Citizen related. But frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. I live in Canada where I straight up don't have to worry about getting shot. I'm lucky. The idea of going to some states where anyone could be carrying a gun at any time, concealed with likely little to no background check or regulation, that honestly frightens the shit out of me, and it should frighten everyone. We are not the Wild West. Hell, we're worse than the Wild West, because at least in the Wild West, you had to hand in your guns when you entered a goddamn populated area. I guess what I'm trying to say here is life is more important than anything else, and more importantly than that, life finds a way. Today, I'm joined by Triangularity, who started life as the genesis between a really underrated percussion instrument and a banana. I'm joined by Jake, who's not allowed into the UK because of D's guns, and Shiver, who's not allowed out of the UK because of dem puns. And I'm David. Don't fucking shoot people.
I'd like to finish this by saying this is on my desk, and I just realized that Star Fox is almost in mid-dab right now. He's almost there. He's almost there. But like, it just caught my eye and it made me chuckle a little bit.
Mid-dab. Yep.
Also, that was a slick Jurassic Park reference.
Thank you.
That trailer has the most annoying, like, screech sound at the end of it. And I hate seeing it in the movie theaters.
All I know, and I don't know how I didn't realize that this was happening until like the past month or so, but there is a Jurassic Park simulator coming out from Frontier, and it's narrated by Jeff Goldblum. What else matters in the world? Holy shit.
Nothing.
I mean, Nakara and I have both mentioned that twice on this podcast before.
I think I've mentioned it too.
Do you actually think that I listen to any of you?
No.
At any time?
What?
Absolutely not.
I'm excited for that. I'm gonna get it for Mrs. Eris because she loves sim games, and yeah, I'm gonna get it.
If
for
you
her
don't
and
love
she'll play.
sim games, you have no soul.
It's time. So,
Just going for regular old Guinness today. No hipster beers for David today.
the hipster beer's over there. This is a holdover from St. Paddy's Day last week. I didn't finish the whole 8-pack of Guinness, just 7 of them.
Hipster beer.
Oh, it's just 7.
Yeah, it was a messy St. Paddy's Day. So
hello, welcome to the podcast.
Yep. It's the start of the podcast. The start is always slightly awkward, but hey, Triangularity, thank you for joining us.
Triangulator.
How many of those have you had already?
14.
He triangulates people.
How are you doing today, mate?
Feeling quite fine.
Good.
A bit pointy though.
And you, Jake, thank you for joining us. It's always pleasant to have Relay's #1 yeller on the show?
Yep, number one. You'd think that'd be Dolvac, but I'm on the show more often than he is, and though his yelling is more powerful and more condensed than mine, like average, I am top yeller.
Dolvac is top shaver.
Yeah, he is top shaver. No one's ever been able to remove that crown from him.
And no one ever will.
No
Or I'll
one
shut
ever
this
Who's
down.
tried?
Oh god, classic.
Although with
That
3.1,
that
we are
was-
getting a razor, so
Good point.
that was that was, you know what? That was classic. That was inverse to verse.
Yep.
That was pre-podcast merger to video. That was classic. That was
Oh,
right around
those
the
were-
time when we watched an entire movie with Ben Lesnick.
Oh, that was a good time. I
It
missed that.
was.
Okay. Let's talk some Star Citizen. So, 3.1 is coming soon. It's in PTU right now. Who among you?
Probably next week.
Yes. CIG actually said with the launch next week, which
I'm still gonna go with probably, but
yeah, still
we're in
but
PTU, so it's more likely than not.
also this is a good start. They're meeting their launch by the
Yep.
end of March deadline. If they launch next week, they will meet that deadline. How does that make you feel, Shiver?
I'm frankly unsurprised. I would be more pissed off and surprised if they missed this one, because let's face it, if they haven't been working on some things for 3.1 for quite some time, it would be a waste of resources.
What do you think, Triangularity?
I feel good about this. It seems like they're on track and they're solving all the issues. I feel good about this. It's nice.
Jake, how mad does it make you?
That's quite the assumption, sir.
Damn it!
It's quite the assumption. I mean, if they make it, that's cool. I'm bummed out that we don't have mining yet, but they're like, no, for sure, guys, 3.2 for sure. But
Speaking of 3.2, they did release a survey on RSI.
so here, I'm gonna pull that up real quick.
I've got it up right now. There's a survey.
Can you link it in the chat?
Yeah, I think I can.
People should vote.
Everyone should go there and log into your RSI profile and then vote on what Alpha 3.2 features you most want added. Now,
So
they've
there's
got-
two.
yeah.
There's two groups of things. The first group, you pick your 3 top priorities of the big list. The big list is quantum linking. So that is essentially like being able to coordinate quantum jumps with people in your party,
we all
which is
jump
really
at the
cool.
same time.
Are you finished?
Yes.
Okay.
I have. So does that mean that you can go ahead and jump? Do, 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 do.
Okay.
You broke Jake.
Carry
Yeah.
on, Jake.
Let's continue. The second one is improved interdiction. It will give you more than just the one interdiction scenario that has been plaguing us since the beginning of 3.0. And then also the ability to do it ourselves as well. With a quantum jammer, it can be added as a ship component into a hard point. Or it's an item like a mine, like it deploys like chaff does now, essentially. Obviously your ship needs to have a thing to do that thing, but yes. The next one is service beacon improvements, which I'm super down for. Is service beacons in 3.1? I didn't. They are okay. I
believe
haven't
they said
messed.
that this week, didn't they?
I haven't messed around with them at all. If they're in this
I think that
build.
was in last night's patch 3.
Okay.
3.1i.
Okay. I played like yesterday afternoon. So I might not have seen that. But essentially, it will include new contract types, more filters, more precision. AI will be able to interface with them, not just players. And then they can also deploy their own beacons. There will be just like the amount of stuff you can do with just beacons just expanded, is essentially what it is. The next one is guilds and associations. Did they just stop like? Oh wait, no, never mind. This is NPC guilds. I see. I thought this was orgs. It's not. It's NPC guilds. So there's Bounty Hunters Guild, Merchants Guild, other stuff. The United Wayfarers Club. It's very nice. It's just stuff. You know, more stuff to do.
Yep.
Party system improvements. It will. I mean,
I feel like the party system's already pretty good. You know.
It's pretty good. It could be better because we don't have markers on people in our party yet.
Yeah.
Which is a big thing. Team chat will make. Yeah, team chat is like the first implementation of like the first hooks for Spectrum to be pushed in. Economy shopping UI experience, which will like add more stuff, more kiosks, more things. So like instead of just picking the thing, you could use the kiosk or whatever. And then item 2.0, ship systems and weapons, which is my priority thing that I picked. It basically gives all ships like the core base functionality that was like planned. So anything that's not a specialized profession like mining or salvage or any of those, everything else will be in that item 2.0 improvement for ships. And then the last one is FPS AI combat, which is my second pick because AI on planets to shoot would be fun.
That was my first pick because I would really like to be ambushed while driving around on a planet, or like show up at a derelict ship, and instead of being attacked by a bunch of ships flying around, like there's some raiders hiding in the derelict that attack you. Like I want to be attacked on foot. So that was my choice. But
so there's those, and then the second group of stuff. You pick one thing and not three things because there's only three things. So they basically were like totes mining in 3.2.
And what else do you want?
We've got time for one more thing to add in 3.2. Is it salvage, repair, or refueling? Obviously, salvage has ran away with the votes.
What kind of savage would vote for refueling?
What I don't understand why anyone would vote for salvage over repair. I think repair is the most important thing, and I know everyone is very biased because the reclaimer coming in, but repair is more important.
I also think that salvage gives it's like a more direct gameplay mechanic. Like it's more of a gameplay loop than just a mechanic. So right now the only gameplay loop in the game is cargo. Moving cargo from place to place. This will add not only just one with mining, but two more with salvage.
What do you think, Triangularity?
I mean, salvage, of course. I mean, the reclaimer, it's in. They want to play with the reclaimer.
But you want to repair your ships when they get shot. I want to be flying along in a Carrack or something, and it gets shot, and something blows up on the outside, and you're like, okay, Jake, I'm gonna fight Shiver's, I'm going to fly. Shiver's going to keep shooting at the enemy. You got to go outside and repair the quantum converter right now. Good luck.
I mean, sure. I would take repair over refueling,
Yes.
obviously.
Obviously, yes.
But salvage.
Yeah.
But salvage.
So I'm going to switch over to the show and tell thing. Because
Are we gonna look at the pretty ships?
first we're going to look at, why did it not?
You broke everything.
It
didn't you?
It didn't carry over. Why didn't they carry over? That's annoying as hell. I was gonna say we're gonna look at some plants first.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Oh.
Jaylee says probably because the community saw some form of refueling and repair already.
Hmm.
So we have it kind of in that we park our ship and things get fixed.
Yeah,
But
I still want more.
salvage we haven't seen ever. They haven't really talked about it that much.
It's true, and I get that. But
Also,
at the
hello,
same time,
Jaylee.
yeah. Hey. Sorry, I'm just trying to fix this really quick, cause
Get your own damn frame.
no, Shiver. So we also saw some plants today or this week, which
We did.
I'm glad for, cause
I like plants.
yeah,
And they look awesome.
they really do. Like there's
I just want some plants that could eat me. Like PD Piranha.
what?
Can we have PD Piranha in Star Citizen?
I saw a documentary that was similar to that, starring Rick Moranis.
Yeah,
Oh, I hate you, Shiver.
yeah.
I mean, just that tree is just awesome looking.
Yeah.
It looks very much alien, so I really like that.
It looks like a dead willow in a swamp.
Hmm. Very
I-
Dagobah.
I'm just I like the idea of more variety of plants. Now this is supposed to be using their new speed tree thing, which we don't really know what.
Jeremiah Lee confirms PD Piranha.
Yes. Excellent.
Specifically PD Piranha.
Yes.
No other dangerous plants. Just PD Piranha. Somehow they got the license from Nintendo. I don't know how. Nobody knows how they did it.
But they
But we're gonna
did.
have a PD Piranha in Star Citizen. And it's only one. He's unique. There's
Yeah.
only one PD Piranha.
Keep in mind
and
this
you
is
have to find him.
this is 100% now confirmed by Jay Lee in relay chat. This is
Confirmed.
confirmed
100%.
100%.
100%. Jaylee designed he's a character artist. He designed the
updated-
implementation into Star Citizen.
Okay, so Jay Lee's
He gave
never
him-
going to
he gave
say
him some
anything
flappy
here
clothes
again.
because you know how Jaylee likes the flappy clothes. He fought hard for those flappy clothes.
Oh god. Yeah, someone get that
I
on the
need it.
Star Citizen wiki now.
Yeah, put it on the wiki. Call Chris Roberts. You know what? Just call Lando. I'm sure he'll
Oh, yeah.
appreciate this.
Yeah.
No,
No, we're not talking.
confirmed.
We're not talking about Star Trek. We need to start talking about Star Trek, and Lando will.
Oh,
will
that's
arrive.
true.
Yeah.
We talk about Deep Space Nine. He gets summoned.
Yeah,
He appears out of nothing.
it's true.
Jadzia Dax was my favorite Dax.
Also my favorite Dax. I'm a fan of Curzon for the one episode we got to interact with him. But that's okay. Even though
I
he
thought it was
was
good.
really just like Odo if he was drunk.
I thought it was good how they took Worf as this piece of wood from behind the tactical console on the Enterprise and then gave him a fucking story. I thought that was quite good.
So
we're trying to summon Lando is what we're doing.
Yes. This GIF of the Misk Razor is kind of laggy, but I wanted to show it off anyway because
the Razor looks really good. It's looks a whole lot better than I thought it was going to.
I really like the branding of the various sponsors on it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's close that one down.
As race cars do.
Plays through its sound. So some of the rooms in the ship are very quiet.
That off. Okay, there we go. So they also showed some. This is someone walking around some derelicts. I don't know why.
I haven't flown the Razor yet. The only ships that I have flown, I actually haven't even flown the Reclaimer. I spawned one. I walked around one for a while, but that's about it. But I flew our glorious turtle boy, the Anvil Terrapin.
How is it?
It flies exactly how you think it would.
Like a turtle.
Like a piece of wood.
Excellent.
Just floating through the air. It's a beautiful ship though, because it has a lot of moving pieces, which is really cool. So like when you transition from landing mode to flight, like a whole bunch of stuff just like shifts and moves around. It's cool.
Speaking of that GIF, they are explaining how they build ambience in wrecks and derelicts.
Yeah.
So when you go close to some certain spots in the derelicts, you can hear the different origins of sound, and it sounds really, really good.
I haven't listened to the sound yet. I've only watched it without sound, but they look so good.
Since Terrapin's getting some love in the chat, the Terrapin is halfway between two Star Wars vehicles. The Ghost from Star Wars Rebels and the ATTE, the six-legged tank from Clone Wars. You smash those two things together and you have the Terrapin.
Man, I set this all up beforehand and it all broke, and I'm really kind of sad about that. But yeah, there we go.
Ghost, you posted an image that doesn't exist.
I just wanted to look at the Reclaimer.
Was the image not found?
Yeah. Here, I'm gonna post a picture of the things I'm talking about so people know.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody watches Star Wars like I do.
So I want to watch this guy walk through the Reclaimer a bit, but I don't want to step into that Reclaimer until 3.1 is out to live, and until hopefully I can stream me walking through the Reclaimer for the first time, because I want to spend an hour stream just walking through the Reclaimer, which I probably could.
What? Why is everyone talking about the Reclaimer?
No.
I thought it was just a tribute, a space Scott band that keep on singing about being 500 light years and walking 500 light years more.
Am I the worst? No, I'm not talking about the AT-AT, you ding dong. I'm talking about the ATTE from Clone Wars. I'm gonna post both pictures. Yeah.
And now they're talking about Star Wars.
Well, no, I'm talking about the Terrapin because it looks like two Star Wars ships had a baby.
Oh, okay.
So this is the Ghost. And hold on, let me find the ATT, not a Lego version.
Lego version's best version. I can't even open stuff up or it messes things up. Damn it.
And that's the ATTE. So if you combine those two things,
you get the Terrapin?
You get the Terrapin. And you chop off a couple legs, because the Terrapin only has 4.
Right. So at the end of this GIF, I've got a question for you guys, because the Reclaimer is like floating in space in what looks like a salvage debris field, and the guns are going off. Is that it, like, defending itself from incoming debris?
Yes. Sure.
Well,
The one thing
I don't
I
know.
kind of noticed about that firing is that there's a little bug on one of the turrets. One gun kind of shoots this way, another gun shoots that way.
I'm not sure if it's yeah. I think there's a turret at the back as well, and then yeah, that the right turret is like firing
It's got a
weirdly.
lazy eye.
But if that's it, like targeting incoming debris so it doesn't get hit, I'd find that really cool. Personally, but I guess no one else does because everyone's completely silent. Great, thanks guys, I appreciate it. Okay, let's talk character.
It's your ship, man. We'd like it and appreciate it, but it's your ship.
It is my ship. Character customization is going to be in. Did you customize?
It is
yourself,
in
Jake?
fact.
In the
I
P2,
did.
yeah.
I did. I'm a big fan of how many eye colors you get to choose from. I am not a fan of how many hair colors you get to choose from. There's not enough hair colors. They are all normal, like actual life hair colors. I need bright purple hair, please.
So, well, I think they are going to implement more kind of variety afterward, kind of after a while.
Oh, very nice, Jay Lee. The icons made it in that Jay Lee spent hours on, so that's cool.
Which icons? Like the eye.
For the in their
Nice.
last GIF.
I wouldn't be able to have.
I closed the
a
window, so I don't know
mohawk
what's up there right
with
now.
the space kitty thing going on.
We need more colors of hair.
We also need
Because it's like blonde, like 4 different kinds of blonde, 4 different kinds of brown. Is there even red hair?
I don't know. I think that's being
There's gray
very-
hair and white hair.
That's being really insensitive on CIG's part, not allowing like red or green haired people representation in game.
Lots of skin tones. I'm a fan.
Yep.
Lots of face types. Also a fan. They're all presets right now, but that's okay. It's an MMO, so I honestly expected less than this. But
Also confirmed by Jaylee in chat just now, there are more hair colors. They're just not in this release.
okay.
I believe he said the exact term of a crap ton.
Yes, a crap ton, which clearly includes a Hello Kitty skinned hair.
My dream is to give us RGB sliders.
Yes.
That would be the dream, or a color wheel. One of the two. Just not for everything, just hair color and maybe eye color. As well.
I think that CIG won't have done a good and accurate character customizer until you can actually customize the color of each follicle of hair.
There should be like. That being said, like not enough games let you do multiple hair colors.
Yes.
So it's always one solid color. So like
But not
maybe
just that.
highlights.
I'm getting old, right? And I'm starting to have some white hairs. But like I get one white hair here and one here and one there, and that's it. But I want to be able to like zoom into my character's beard and individually
No. No, what I'm saying is like, can I do frosted tips?
Yeah.
Can I do if I'm a girl, can I do like ombre?
Can I have a rainbow mohawk with each
Ombre
spike?
for the non-initiated is a gradient hair color is what it is.
Oh.
It blends from one color to the next one.
They also showed off some more outfit stuff.
Yes, Jaylee. Highlights would be also good. Like if you put that stuff in the game where you could change like different hair dyed types, not just one solid color, you will make my wife so happy.
Well, you should be
It's
able
her
to
job
have,
in
like,
real life to do that.
The bait. Oh
So,
man,
so
new career in
yeah.
Star Citizen, stylist,
hairstylist.
hairstylist. Go to someone and
We're going full Bratz hair makeover.
damn straight.
In
You know this
remember
game's got
Bratz
spaceships,
with a
right?
Z?
This game has big guns and big spaceships, huge things, and you're sat here going like, I want highlights in the hair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The cutlass is no bathroom. Where am I supposed to poop?
in your pants.
There is a bathroom. in the
Diapers,
terrapin.
Shiver. Have you ever heard of diapers? Astronauts wear them in space right now.
Jaylee's upset because we're talking about hair, Shiver.
Look at me!
Excuse me.
Hair is no longer important to me anymore.
That's
No.
true. You can't be bald.
Well,
I'm
a
doing a
follow-up
bloody good job so far. Oh, you mean in game?
Yeah.
should be, what about the body hair? Can we actually change our color
That's-
on the body hair?
No. See, I'd be with you
Why not?
most of the time. But every character in this game is a pilot, and they gotta wear like almost like wetsuits, and body hair is just gonna make you chafe.
Well, we
Not
have
if you lube up before you
recreational
get in.
iris. We don't need to wear our pilot suits every kind of minute.
No, but I'm saying like all the characters in the game are pilots.
I think they need to make sure
That you
that
play as.
foot hair is well represented. Like,
Foot hair,
yeah,
like
In case anyone's a hobbit.
toe knuckle hair.
yes,
Yeah.
that is
For those
important.
coming from Middle Earth to Star Citizen.
Yes,
I want highlights on my hairy feet. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Can I get ombre chest hair, please?
Exactly.
I have one hair on my left thumb, one, and it's always there, and I love him. His name is Edgar. We need that
I have-
kind. Like,
I don't have any hair on my hands, but I have tons of hair on my toes.
there you go.
Is that weird?
What's weird is that we're talking about hand and foot hair.
No, Jaylee, bring that to your table, your meeting table. Different like hairstyles is cool, but hair dye types like highlights or ombres or frosted tips, or you could do like what Mickey does sometimes with the one color and then the other color. Stuff like that. That'd be awesome. Yes, also toe hairs, please. Yeah. I'm gonna run into you at CitizenCon. That's the first thing I'm gonna ask you.
Where are the toe hairs?
Where are the toe hairs, Jaylee?
Oh. Oh my god. So this is going well. Let's talk.
This is normal for when I'm on.
Oh, I love it. I've missed you, Jake. Let's talk about procedural planets.
They exist.
They look so goddamn good.
Uh-huh.
I just. That's it. That's all I have to say. I don't know if anyone else has anything else to say, but
I want planetary body hair, please.
well, there should be. There should be. That's an interesting tree type. Follicles.
Body
sprouting-
hair.
Yes.
Just giant
Imagine how
hairs.
bad that
Yes.
place would smell.
Hair follicles that are the size of tree trunks.
Yes.
And you will get some kind of a quest for fetching shampoo for the planets.
It's the Tribble homeworld.
That's it.
Are Tribbles in the game? Can we have Tribbles? I want a pet Tribble. Tribbles?
Agreed. What is the status of pets?
They're. I heard them talk about it a couple months ago.
It's probably
It's
one of the
work-
things they're going to
being
wait
worked
on.
on. But it's not like we're not going to see pets for like 500 years.
As long as when we do see pets, we can dye their hair as well.
Yes. There's people in real life that do that, and it's
Yeah.
like mildly cruel. I feel.
no, all we need to be able to do with our pets is give them spacesuits and like goggles and little bandanas.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I just want like astronaut suits for my dog.
Yeah, need. Also, these damn gifts look so bloody good. Like with that other rock hanging in the distance.
That just got added to the list.
Oh God, no! Oh, I can't check. I can't check right now.
No, I'm asking right now.
No.
Paul Mitchell. Paul Mitchell of Paul Mitchell Hair Products fame asks, how big of a donation for Jake to get ombre toe hair? I mean, my wife will probably just do it.
Give us $400 and Jake will do it.
$400 and I'll live stream it.
Live
Is
stream
that Canadian
Jake.
or real money?
Canadian.
In real money.
Sure, real money.
Only to me. Don't give it to David.
It's
give
to
it
relay.
me.
It's to relay.
All right, I'll give you 20%.
Sounds good.
Okay. It'll pay for my hotel room in Austin in October.
You might need to buy some new socks though in case your toes get cold.
So, have any of you guys driven around in the shitty little ATV like thing? That I don't.
You mean
that
the
I don't
Cyclone?
Yeah, the one that I don't like, and
It's not an ATV, first of all.
it's a wannabe ATV.
Okay, David. ATV is like, think motorcycle.
Yeah,
If it had 4 wheels
this has 4 wheels
instead of 2.
This has 4 wheels.
You don't sit in a chair on a motorcycle.
But it's not a car.
It's a dune buggy.
You're a dune buggy.
That's what they say.
Yes. Have you tried it?
No, I haven't. I actually never made it down to a planet before. I'm pretty sure. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I got a connection lost error when I stopped playing. It's probably because they put out a new patch and then I just gave up.
Spice.
That was the problem.
Triangularity.
Yes.
Have you driven one yet?
I haven't, but it looks really fun.
I just realized spice is a drug in multiple sci-fi universes.
Yes.
I'm wondering when we're going to have spice harvesters going to be able to drive.
It's true. They did say we can make drugs. They have said multiple times drug manufacturing.
Yeah, Eric is.
So do you think we'll get a bathtub?
Yes. Definitely.
No, all Sonic showers. All Sonic showers.
Okay. Man, I don't even know where to go from that. Where do we go from toe hair follicles?
You don't.
So the audio on ATV, that was quite
Yeah,
interesting.
you guys
thought.
talk
Yeah, it
audio.
was.
I will be right back.
Triangularity?
That's things falling.
All right, let's talk about toe hair some more. No, he's gone. Toe hair is the most important addition to Star Citizen. I demand a refund if toe hair does not make it into the game. I'm cool with non-customizable toe hair.
I would advise to step away from this.
Okay. Toe hair. Sound.
Ambience, yeah.
Things sound good.
I mean, the guys working on the sound, they are amazing, actually.
Seriously, every time I see their like little pods they got that they work in,
Yeah.
I'm just jealous. I mean, it's just like if I had like another walk-in closet in my apartment that I could just take the shelves out of and then convert it into a room like that, I'd be okay with this.
That's literally what they do is they lock themselves in a cupboard and just deal with audio tools all day.
It's soundproof.
Yeah,
That's why they do it.
it's an amazing job to do.
Yeah.
Okay, right. I remembered I had a question that I wanted to ask to you all. So we're going to go there now.
Is it about Tohair?
It is not, actually. It's about Star Citizen and about the development and distribution of Star Citizen information. It's a serious question. I'm trying to take us somewhere slightly serious before we get back to the question period.
Which is never serious.
Never serious at all. So
Never.
no, Mrs. Eris this week, my girlfriend, actually had a question about the amount of stuff we see when it comes to Star Citizen. Because we see an awful lot. We see
More than the average bear.
much more than the average bear. We see the procedural planets and how they're coming along. We see, the ships and how they're being made. And we can watch each ship grow from, white box to gray box to live to flying it. We get to try the game multiple times in alpha before we even, Star Citizen isn't even in beta yet. It's still pretty early on. Now, is this bevy, this deluge, this torrent of information and constant information something that I don't actually think there's a game that compares to the amount of information we get from Star Citizen? Period.
No.
Is it too much? Is it
No.
going to get people to the point where the game is out and they'll be like, well, I've seen this, and well, I've seen that, and I saw this being worked on, and I saw that, and I've seen the reclaim, I've seen this, and I've seen this. I think it's a valid question.
I've said this multiple times on this podcast. Either give us all of the information or none of it.
None
Give
of it
us
is a province of
everything
Canada.
or nothing. Don't hold anything back or shut your doors, lock up your daughters, and we'll see it when it's done. Because what happens is if you give a little more information than just teasers every 6 months or whatever, there's a lot of room for speculation, and that's where the Star Citizen audience kind of gets restless almost, because they're like, oh, you talked about this and now you're not talking about it. What's going on with this? And then in their brains they just twist it until it becomes they're like, oh, it's never happening, everything's horrible, or they on the other side of the spectrum, they take something that was just an idea and they run with it, and then they hype themselves up for something that eventually doesn't actually show up in the game.
Sea of Thieves, I think, is a great example. People were
Yes.
really, really, really hyped. They built it up as something that it's not. And
it's literally like after seeing the closed beta, I was just like, this is gonna be it.
Yep.
And I managed my expectations hard. I do not own a copy of Sea of Thieves.
I bought it.
Because it doesn't interest me that much. Only one of my other real life friends that I play games with picked it up.
I bought it because my real life friends wanted to play it, and it's like, okay, guys, let's play this. If this is what we want to play, let's play some Sea of Thieves, because it's a social.
Y'all should play
thing.
Deep Rock Galactic instead.
I mean, I've got that too.
It's a better game.
So's Vermintide.
Dwarves.
But what do you think, Triangularity, about seeing so much and?
Well, I can see that the amount of information is it's quite overwhelming, because it's very hard to kind of filter all kind of the noise and get the real juicy stuff when you kind of have all.
I've heard that there's this strange, crazy site out there somewhere on the net that actually distills all of the information that comes out every week into transcripts and a 5 to 10 minute audio news summary. I have no idea who these guys are, but they sound pretty cool. I think that they probably have
It'll never work.
Sorry, continue triangularity.
Yeah, because the problem is that when you get so much information, you kind of get a bit bored if there are no real development. If you can see the game improve, it's a good idea. If you don't see the game improve, people get restless. Just look at last year when we didn't hear anything about stuff. And everybody kind of, oh, this is going to be a long wait, and when is 3.0 coming out, and so on and so forth. And people, the community were salty. They were quite salty. And now, when they have regular updates, regular patches, things are smoothing out because they can see the kind of how the project develop. And I think that's a good idea.
What do you think, Shiver? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's I'm done.
Shiver, what do you?
I think at the moment, information is feeding into hype. Hype is their marketing tool, the reason that people still pay. So if they took it away, people, like everyone's said, it's people will slowly lose interest. They'll get paranoid, and you can feed, I think, as much information about the game as possible, because feeding is, hearing about the game is nowhere near the same as playing the game. It's like you hear all about the Reclaimer, and it just makes you want to get in the Reclaimer and walk around the Reclaimer more yourself rather than whatever,
But and here's where I think the question differs slightly: is that okay? So I've now, the Reclaimer is in game. The Reclaimer is the ship that I've been most excited for a long, long time. It's in game. I can jump in, and like maybe next patch there'll even be salvage, and I can do that. And then what do I do when it launches? I've already had my Reclaimer, and I've gone and salvaged. Like,
have you tried serving drinks on a Genesis?
Not yet, but I will.
So I think there won't be any problems with when it comes to a game release, because they'll probably hold things back. I think they will have more content getting released at launch, which we won't see beforehand. So there will be plenty of things to do anyway. So
don't forget that a lot of 10% of the entire population will be making missions as well, specifically for the other 9% or whatever remains of the population. So people are dynamic, unlike an MP's. Well, people are dynamic and crazy, especially in Star Citizen, which is going to lead to more content no matter what you do, really.
So I think it's about time for us to move on to questions. Now, we have only received 2 new questions this week, which we'd get through in about 30 seconds, which normally would mean that it would be time for me to sing. But luckily for you all, we do have a couple questions from last week. Not that many, though. So if you want to avoid me singing Hamilton show tunes, specifically as performed by Weird Al, the Hamilton polka, please ask us some questions, because if I reach the end of these questions and we don't have any more questions to go and there's still time, I'm going to fill time as best I know how. I haven't yet sung.
Put my razor blades on standby.
I haven't had to sing yet. This threat is working excellent for more questions, so I'm going to keep using it. So last week, Azanog asked, in ATV, they mentioned that the Reclaimer will show a lot of wear and tear. This is something that I'd only expect to show after some use. What are your thoughts on this? Now, Shiver and I talked about this a bit last week with Paul and Nakara, but triangularity, Jake? What do you think, triangularity?
Wear and tear are an awesome mechanics. It should be there, but it should also break stuff. So as long as kind of stuff get broken, I'm good with it.
I think what they're implying is that like a new Reclaimer to the player has wear and tear already. And what I think is the case is the Reclaimer still in production?
I don't know.
because if it's not, that answers that question.
You can only buy used reclaimers, which would mean that reclaimers have a.
Commander Hellfire, you're the one that's down.
Wait, are we down?
Come at me.
I thought we were really excited and happy today about toe hairs.
You missed the entire segment where we talked about toe hair.
No, I'm.
Can I just quickly say as well, Tofu de Fleischer, change your name to Toe Hair de Fleischer, please. Thank you.
Done.
No. I mean, Commander Hellfire. Like I personally am having like one of my down, like depressed days. So I, as a human being, am slightly depressed. But with Star Citizen, no, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Those days happen though, and if they happen to you, you should talk about it.
Take some drugs.
Mental health, boys. Haramis asks anything from the Evocati about stability or other things. This was last week, but we can now talk about it in a PTU sense. Have we heard anything about the stability? Jake, you played it.
The Reclaimer shuts down servers sometimes.
I mean, the Reclaimer is large enough.
Only when you spawn it at Levski.
Okay, so nobody go spawn the Reclaimer at Levski, please.
No,
Or
everybody
you go to
go
Levski,
spawn it.
every
They're
single
gonna
one.
give up data, so we could do it.
That's why I say no
And also,
one.
it's fun. See how many you can spawn.
Negative
what happens when you
reinforcement.
spawn more than
They
11.
only do it if you tell them not to. That's the kids these days.
Okay. But other than that, normal PTU jank. The frame rate's a little better.
Good.
I'm actually quite happy that I managed to put that huge ship into the game without object container streaming.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's good.
When object container streaming does come in, that will probably help a lot. But that they can get the reclaim. Like, keep in mind, the Reclaimer
The
is...
The cargo bay looks like what's the first hangar called? The base one.
The Selfland? No.
Yeah, it looks like a Selfland hangar is inside that ship. It's stupid.
I can't wait to go. I cannot wait to see it. I'm so excited. And I can't hide it, guys.
Are you about to lose control?
Jake is, clearly.
I think I like it.
So Fastcart asked, if the Reclaimer is this awesome, can you imagine how awesome the Orion will be?
Oh my god. It's gonna be small. Well, no, it's
longer?
smaller in girth, but it's longer.
Yeah. But it's not that much long. Like, it's not significantly longer, as far as I understand it.
It's going to be.
It's changed.
stellar.
No, David, it changed.
Oh, did it? Did it get even longer?
Did you not see? It's big.
It grew?
It's real big. Yeah.
The
British got their hands on it.
Of course they did. Can they get their
That's
hands
what they do to
Can they
all
get the
the
hands on the Freelancer again? Because the Freelancer is the only ship that didn't grow by half. Bastards. Shiver, I now give you the floor for penis jokes.
So you can tell how old a station is because when you try and dock the Orion in it and it asks, "Is it in yet?"
No.
So, Kavixton asks,
No.
Death of a Spaceman, will it be implemented? And
Yeah.
he goes on to say, looking at official comments that you won't be able to lose a ship permanently hints at a more Care Bear approach. Any comments on the not losing ships permanently and the Death of a Spaceman? Jake,
Whatever, man.
I know you want to comment.
As long as it's fun, I don't care.
Triangularity. Any thoughts on Death of a Spaceman?
I'd say kill all Care Bears. I mean, this game is a simulator, space sim. It should be quite hardcore. You should be able to lose your ship.
I would argue that it's less of a simulator than maybe initially thought it was going to be. But honestly, I'm okay with it. As they've said many a time, fun trumps realism every time.
I think that. Sorry, go ahead. Triangularity.
I think some of the fun is in the realism.
Well, sure, and that's why we have Newtonian physics. But
and that's all good, but still, it's kind of when you are scared going out in the nothingness. For you could lose your life, you could lose all the kind of the status you've gotten into that character and your ship. You will be very careful, and that could bring some real cool situations.
Now, did they not say that yes, you'd be able to buy your ship back, but you'd still like you wouldn't just get a bought ship back, right? Like you would still have to rebuy
it's
that
a process.
Ship. It's I'm okay with that. I mean,
it was. I might be. I'm probably reading too much into it, but the exact wording was about ships that you paid real life money for not being deleted from your account. So
it's
okay,
still on your account.
If I bought it in game,
all of the ships you buy with real money have stupid, crazy, absurd, long
insurance
amount of insurance on them. So it doesn't matter either way. Like I think people took it like a little bit too far in thinking about it. This is what happens.
Yes.
This is exactly what I'm saying. But like I think what they were essentially saying is things with real money is not gonna like because it's got all the stuff in it.
Triangularity. Any thoughts?
Yeah, sure. The thing about you could do it halfway. You could say that you lose your ship, but you need to pay quite a lot of money for it. And if you have insurance, you can then buy. You use half of what you need to pay, or something like that. That could be that's
deductibles.
But they need to kind of penalize stupid playing.
I don't think at any point they haven't suggested that they'd penalize stupid play. I don't think at any point they've said, oh, you lose your ship, but because you bought it with real life, you get another one back immediately because you'll never like you still can lose that ship, but it's still there on your account. It still shows up that you bought the ship. It's not deleted from your account. You don't and one of the things that I think this might tie into is, as we know right now, and I still think they plan on changing this at some point, but right now, your starter pack, like to get the game, that's tied to a ship with a package, a game package, right? So if you lose that ship, you won't lose like the game package and stuff that's tied to it. It's still on your account. You'll still have to rebuy it in game though. It's not, you don't get it back for free.
Not real life money. That's a one-time real life money fee that you don't need to spend anything more than the Mustang Alpha on, etc.
Yeah, but if you want to get it back in game, you got to rebuy it.
I still think they're not like it's going to be different then anyway, because I'm still of the belief that you're not going to be able to directly buy ships with money.
You will not.
By the time beta rolls around.
Yep, I really hope so.
I still believe that. Whether it happens that way remains to be seen, obviously, but
that is my hope as well, Jake.
Yeah.
Okay, Harry Muffer asks, when will they add more NPC behavior like eating and such into the PU?
It's literally on the list of stuff in the list
to vote for.
Yeah,
go vote for it. If that's what you
not
want,
eating, but other things.
If that's what you want, go vote. And if
it's coming eventually,
voting in Star Citizen means that you get to choose what's coming next. Voting in the real life is much the same. Vote in both. Hashtag
Look at
vote.
you.
Yeah, getting all political.
Uh,
Sargareth asks, what component slot will the quantum jammer take? Will it replace shields on a ship, or do
No.
you think it'll be a standalone? I like the idea of giving up shields to jam.
No.
It might take up, like, there will be tractor beam slot. Like, there's going to be, like...
There's like a component slot for stuff like that.
A MISC component slot, right? Go ahead.
It's going to draw
It will
power.
be on other manufacturers.
Yeah. It'll be a type of hardpoint.
It will draw power from the system, so you will have less power on other systems
Yes.
to draw on, which
There
kind
still
of
will be a trade-off.
balance it out. So
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah.
And
Like,
it's...
you won't be giving up something, but you're going to be giving up the strength of something.
It's... You can jam or tractor or
Or jelly.
make really, really good coffee. They'll all be in the
Nice.
same, all in the same slot.
It requires nuclear power to make
such
excellent coffee.
good. You actually dump the grinds.
Fusion reactors.
You actually dump the grinds into the fusion reactor, and they come
Whoa.
out.
Is this like a hydrogen engine in real life where the exhaust is water, but because you put
Yeah.
coffee in it, coffee comes
comes
out?
out? Yeah, best coffee ever.
Tastes a little bit like radiation poisoning.
Yes. Which
What
is
about-
go ahead, Frank.
what about tea? Does a drink
Tastes like Russian tea.
Oh.
It's a bit of a longer process because you have to wait for the fusion reactor to steep. Oh, I tried to play that one straight, but it just sounded so funny coming out of my mouth.
Paul Mitchell. Oh wait,
Yeah,
that was
Paul Mitchell
that was
asked
the
how big of a
donation.
donation.
I'm still waiting on that donation, Paul.
Where is it, Paul?
Chris Roberts' third wristwatch asks.
Okay, Mr. Chris Roberts wristwatch. Can you read which fields to put the question and which ones to put your name in?
Many people can't.
It's true.
what did you
guys
guys-
read? Read the form you fill out.
What?
How do you
Every
do your
single question's
taxes?
going to be under the.
How
Yeah.
do you do taxes?
Jake, you need a desk microphone because you always lean back as you get louder, but
What?
your mic comes with you. You need a desk
Yeah.
microphone.
Oh, so I'm not as loud? Is that what you want?
Yeah,
Okay.
so you're not as loud when you lean back laughing.
You know what, David? I am Relay's top yeller.
You are
Confirmed.
confirmed.
I must live up to my title.
So I voted first for FPS AI Combat, second for Items 2.0, third for Economy and Shopping, and then I voted for Repair Systems.
Item 2.0, FPS AI, and the economy UI, and salvage. One of you's got to go next.
I'm buggered if I remember. I think it was pretty much the same. as
Open
you.
the
Ship
link!
Systems.
It skips your answers. Jesus, shiver. It's not hard. You just click.
Jake, you always
You think
sound
that?
so drunk.
I do. I'm actually just really tired, is what it is.
It's not hard.
I haven't
just
had any alcohol.
click.
I haven't had any alcohol. For more, if you want to see what happens when I have alcohol, tune in later on today for the captain's table on twitch.tv/theastropub. There's some new people who've never been on the show on this week's, and boy howdy are they in for a
Oh, there.
there.
Last week's St. Patty's Day Astropub.
I heard that one was a good one.
It was
I haven't watched it yet.
It was a good one. Okay. Next question. Sandy's other scarf asks.
She has two.
What ship vehicle is overdone for a commercial and why?
I mean, they're doing commercials for literally all the ships that are coming out in each patch now.
There's only
so we
one
just
answer.
gotta wait.
There's only one answer.
Retaliator.
Yes, the Retaliator is still waiting on its promised ship commercial. The Retaliator was
You know what's gonna happen?
We're not going to get it, and someone's gonna say that they broke all their promises by not giving us a
Here's what's gonna happen.
Okay.
They know that they haven't done it. They're just gonna wait the whole way through development until the very end, and the official launch trailer
will be for the Tally.
For Star Citizen will just be all Retaliators.
Every ship replaced by a
Every
Retaliator.
Ship. So
join the crew of the Bengal.
Check out. Yeah, it's the little Retaliator going by. It's like do some salvage on your reclaimer.
Retaliator.
And there's just a Retaliator with the claw slapped onto the bottom of it.
CIG, hire us right now. Right now. We will do all of your videos.
I'll make it. You know what? No, let's make it.
Let's make it ourselves?
We're going to make it.
Okay.
It's going to have really bad photoshopping.
Yes.
But it's going to be good.
My heart hurts.
My face hurts. I've been laughing this whole time.
Sargareth asks, discuss the relative importance of the improvement features for the survey, preferably in a ranked list.
We literally just did that. We've done it twice in this podcast. Okay, here's what you do.
We're getting
when
close.
We get off the air. When we get off the air, go back, start the show back over. And it's literally the first thing we talk about. It's the same time every week, everybody. Every week, somebody's like, hey, when's the podcast? What time is the podcast? It's at the same time every week. It's been at the same time every week for like 3 years now.
It has, actually. We've been running for
What's going on? It's been a long time.
It has.
Just, please.
I almost want to go back and watch like those first shows just to see how bad
the OG inverses.
Yeah,
they're bad.
I mean, this is not much better, but
no, we've upped the production quality a little bit.
It's like, screw you, rivals.
He's been here this whole time.
I know.
He's just trolling.
I know.
He's just trolling us.
So
he knows what he did.
We only have 4 questions left. And then I sing Hamilton. But the first of those, whose pickle is this, asks, are any relay people going to try to get their faces scanned into the game? If they have face scanning at CitizenCon, I will try. I will shave for it.
You have to shave everything.
I would shave everything.
Like every hair on your head.
Everything.
Yep, I'd shave my head.
Even your toe hairs.
And the beard.
I would shave every single hair.
You're Italian.
I would shave every single hair except for Edgar here. My one left thumb hair.
See, y'all think I'm weird talking about toe hair this whole time. I don't name them.
Well, because you've got multiples. I only have Edgar.
He's special.
He's very special. Mrs. Eris tried to pull him out once. It was a fight. Fought for Edgar's life.
Wow. Ghost with the sick inverse reference. So, because, like, Brivals asked when the podcast was. Tuesdays at 9 o'clock Eastern. Wow. Old school.
Oh, man. Ghost has been around for a while. Thank you, Ghost. We love you. Brivals asks, how has your 3.1 PTU experience been so far? Have not played it, won't until it comes out on launch. The rest of you, I'll be right back.
Same with Eris.
What?
What did
I
you
haven't
say?
downloaded it, and I'm not going to download it until it's released. Skip it.
You skip a PTU?
For the first time, I'm going to skip one.
Wow. Strong.
No reason. I just can't be asked to download
Such
30 gig or copy
strength.
the crap over. Fuck it.
Yeah. They used a different launcher again. They literally have the drop-down menu in the launcher to click the PTU button when there's a PTU. They have not done so. Instead, they release a second launcher just for the PTU.
And a whole separate site.
I mean, that's always been the case. I'm not as cranky about that.
It gets confusing though when you logged in. And
Yeah, you go to the issue council and you try to post stuff about the PTU, and you're like, or see if someone else had the bug, and it's not there at all.
Yeah.
We're talking about how it's weird they have a drop-down menu for the PTU in the launcher, but instead they gave us another launcher. That's been my experience.
I would like both in one launcher and maybe like not having to re-download the entire size of the game to run the PTU,
Well,
which
you don't actually have to. You can copy the live client into the PTU one and it'll only download.
except I run the live client on my C drive, which is an SSD, and it's running out of room, and I can't put a second.
So don't put it on your C drive. Put it on another drive. You only
That
got
takes
one
time.
drive?
I'm
Oh,
lazy.
a couple of minutes off your C drive. Christ, you should put your fucking page file on a floppy drive like a normal person.
Winstill asks, if the only things in life are death and taxes, what are the only sure things in Star Citizen? Delays and bullshit.
Fidelity.
Immersion.
Jake?
Hold on, I gotta find it because I have a good goof, but
A good goof?
I don't remember what the name of it is. Hold on. Stand by. Move on to the next question.
Okay. Okay.
They'll never balance parity between controllers to a satisfactory level.
I just want to play on a DDR mat. 2 questions left, everyone. Preach Man asks, so Eris doesn't feel like he needs to sing. What's up with Ben Lesnick? Haven't heard from him or Ali in a long time. We don't know. The last we know from Ben is that he had some pretty major eye surgery, which sucks.
The last rumor I saw was that his eyes hasn't gotten a bit worse, so he can't really do anything community-wise. So we won't see him.
Yeah,
but it's a rumor, so don't blame me.
If you're someone who's never like podcasted or gone in front of a camera and done like repeated recordings trying to get something right, and like it's exhausting. If you actually went back into the age-old history and found those really old videos that Jake and I and some other people did for, and 6Fs and Caps did for INN ages ago, where we did like
Drink.
where we did live live news castings. Those took like 50 takes to get right. They're tiring. So I don't blame Ben for not wanting to do too much community stuff right now, because it's exhausting, and your health matters more. So
I was gonna make a goof about the 2 different shampoo bottles that are in the reclaimer, but I can't find them.
The Axe ripoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember what they're called.
Dare or something. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Harry Faux Lickles asks, does anyone know when the next buyback token gets passed out? One every quarter, so probably
April.
Soon. April. Winstill also asks, if Relay were to start a book club, what would be the inaugural read? Well, the inaugural read
Something
would probably,
by Terry Pratchett.
it would actually
No,
no,
it would be by Eris. You know it would.
It would be by me. I
See?
wrote
Garbage
I wrote a novel.
Woman.
No, I wrote an actual novel. It's
He
available
wrote this
for purchase.
crappy novel about
If
a
you
vampire that
survive-
sparkles.
If you survive reading it, then you are admitted into the book club.
It's true. I'm actually working on a second Discworld-ish novel now. That would probably be the book club read, because I want people to read it and let me know how bad it is. There you go. There's your answer. Well, unfortunately for everyone,
Please!
Have you seen, or no, have you read that Hitchhiker's Guide to the have you read that Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? That's a great book.
it is. I have read it.
It's long
It's
as
a-
well.
It's
Tell
actually
us your favorite bits instead of singing.
it's actually rather short. Did you know that it's only about
There's many
47?
books.
It's only about 47,000 words. The first Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, when a typical novel is considered around 70,000 words at least. So Hitchhiker's Galaxy is actually not really a novel. It's more of a novella.
I thought a novella was just a female book.
I thought it was something else than. I thought it was something chocolatey.
That's Nutella. But close, yes. Still none. Okay, I'm
Wait,
gonna sing some Hamilton.
wait!
Wait for what, Jake? Jake, it's happening. They have decided that they'd
Has-
rather.
Oh, there it is. Has Jake done an office tour yet in Austin, Carbide Edge? No. I actually need to do that soon.
Yeah, when are you doing that?
Well, because work was weird for a while, but now I actually have time to do it. So, soon.
You need to sign up for that, Jake. Shiver.
I'm
when-
gonna message Tyler Whitkin.
Shiver, do you have a tour coming up at some point?
I do.
When's that?
I'm not touring the Austin as June at some point.
The Austin office?
Not the Austin.
Okay, I was about to say, if you're coming down here,
That's not till CitizenCon.
right? Okay, we got some more questions. It's fine. Everything's fine.
We got 2 more.
We got 3 more.
Oh, good.
Look
Okay.
at that. I called it.
Oh, you're just saved.
Yes.
Bribbles84 asks, what do you think of this new direction that CIG is heading towards in regarding of voting features?
I mean, it's the old direction. Let's be real.
Triangularity, are you
But
glad that
I-
they've brought back voting?
I feel it feels good. This is the correct direction of doing this.
Shiver?
It's nice, but I'm not going to get used to it. This was, in my opinion, just because they had a spare time this one time. It's not going to be regular. Don't get used to it. Don't start anyone complaining when or if it doesn't happen again.
Jake?
I just said yes is good.
Oh, I was hoping you'd yell more.
What about you, Aaron?
ah!
Thank you.
Yeah.
CVH_Maverick asks, which of the new ship commercials is your favorite?
The Reclaimer one, because it's straight out of Halo ODST.
Reclaimer?
It's literally the ODST trailer
No, wait, maybe I've got to
from
change
back
my
in the
vote.
day.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Does 600i count as the new one? I just like the callbacks to the old 300.
It's new
advert.
enough.
I thought that was a nice touch.
What do you think, Triangularity?
I'm split in two. I really like the Nox and the Terrapin one. It's to be a commercial, I would say the Nox is a bit better. I really like the Terrapin one.
The Terrapin one feels less like a commercial for the Terrapin,
Yeah.
and more like a commercial for like F1 racing. Like, we've updated the ship spec, and these are the new ships that will be flying in the F12C races this year. Join us.
F12C.
Yeah. I'm full of
So
references.
they moved on from F1
Yes.
and progressively they got to 12 and then they iterated on 12 3 times is what you're saying?
Well, the C is actually the rabbit races. The
Oh.
B is the crap, I can't remember the other one. And the A group is the tortoise. If you
the F in what you said, is the F stands for I can't think of a fucking thing to stand for the rest.
no.
Yes.
For those of you who don't recall, the tortoise group of races in Star Citizen is the weapons hot, any ship goes group.
Is that genuinely what it's called?
Tortoise, yes. I
I'm quite
believe
impressed
so.
that you remember that, I have to say.
I mean, it's only like 4 years ago. I could be wrong, but
It's all wrong, really.
Eris's single beard follicle asks, "Why do I have to turn gray?" The march of time, son. The inexorable march
It
of time.
presses ever onward.
Time is a machine. I don't know how to read forms asks, "What do you guys think about the IFCS adjustments? Any idea of the direction they'll go towards?"
I don't know.
I've got an annoyance with it.
What's
I'm
that?
really fucking annoyed by the toggle. It's all G-Safe, ComStab, and both none, all that is on one motherfucking button. Trying to get that fucking button to set up properly in voice attack is a complete logistical nightmare in my head because you have one button that essentially does at least 4 different things, and trying to make voice attack know which one is which just by the number of times really makes it. I hate it. Give me back the old system where it was each on separate buttons. That made sense to me. That's it. I'm done. Carry on.
Triangularity? Anything for the IFCS?
No, I totally agree with you with Rant there. Kind of bring. I like the old system.
To me, I just hate acronyms. That's all. That's all. I hate acronyms. George W. asks, "What is your opinion of the low voter turnout on this survey?" I mean,
You mean low? That's the active user base.
yeah,
That's,
everyone, 15,000 people have taken this survey.
Those are the people who care.
That's more people than voted in the last presidential election, apparently.
What's his name? With an apostrophe. Look at that.
Oh, what's
Wh-
his name? Okay.
What
is
Shizname asks. Is CIG going with the dirt grime shader that progresses over time? If so, shouldn't the reclaimer be nice and shiny at first, getting progressively more filthy? We talked about this. It makes sense if, from what I know, there's a few ships that aren't in production any longer, so you can only buy a used reclaimer. It makes sense if that is the case. I'm not 100% on that, but if not, then I don't know.
It also makes sense if they just wanted to show off the reclaimer at its dingiest and grimiest, and when you get into the PU, you can have a cleaner one. But
they're whatchamacallits, they're shaders that can be removed at any point.
I just want them to announce a partnership with what's that video game, Visceral Cleanup Detail. I want them to announce a partnership with Visceral Cleanup Detail to go through and to just clean by hand the interior of all ships, so that we can have the long-awaited janitorial career path in Star Citizen, where you hire onto a ship to to clean
Just
it.
insert visceral cleanup detail into Star Citizen.
Yes.
Just stick it in there.
Confirmed 100%. Jay Lee said it in chat.
Also, Ombre Toe Hairs.
Also, hombre.
If you missed the first half of this podcast, you
Go
missed
back
just-
and watch it again.
just the best.
Oh my god.
Okay. Wait, you hate acronyms. Isn't ERIS an acronym? No?
No, ERIS is not an acronym. ERIS is actually a fall off way back from what the hell was that Star Wars game by Sony, the MMO, the Old Republic,
Galaxies.
Galaxies. Yes. I hit random character generation on my first character in Star Wars Galaxies, and it gave me AIERIS.
Here's the answer. Here's the answer right here. ERIS is a barony in northwestern County Mayo in Ireland,
That's
consisting of
appropriate.
over 210,000 acres, much of which is mountainous blanket bog.
I mean, my technical last name is McManus, so
There
pretty
is, I
appropriate.
think there is an ERIS acronym. Hold on.
Really? Elite
Stand by.
Recording Rhyming Information Server. I don't know.
There is an eris.gov.ro.
Am I Russian?
Engage in the Romanian research infrastructure system.
I'm Romanian, guys.
There you go. That's all I can find.
Is Jake an acronym?
Just
Jake.
just a
Kind
killing.
entity.
Just
the
just a
kind
ki-
entity.
yeah.
There you go.
Just a kind entity.
That's all the questions.
We're at the end of the show. It's
We
fine.
are. Yep. Triangularity. Thank you so much for being on. Is there anywhere else you can be found in the verse?
Yeah, you can find me at the base radio. I do find some music for the rock and metal sections. So also, I hang around the Discord, so you can find me there.
He's got a gold name because he's special.
It's true. Shiver? Anything coming up?
Same place. No, nothing special. Dead Air. No Friday Night Show coming week. That's the week after, I think.
Jake?
Okay, here comes the promotions. Thank you very much for joining us on this episode of the Relay Station.
I feel like that should be a song.
Sure, we should make a song.
Thank you
Like-
very
like
much
an actual-
for being
I
on
just
this
push
episode
play.
of Relay.
Oh, see, look what we've done. You're not singing the song.
Thank you very much for being on this episode of Relay.
If you enjoyed the show, click the purple follow button up there. If you really enjoyed the show, there's another purple button up there that says subscribe. If you do that, 1, thank you. 2, you're crazy. But 3, you also get an emote of David's face. Let me see some Davids in the chat. It's bad, but enjoy it. Enjoy it.
Thanks, Triangularity.
If you want to hang out with us, the best way to do that is go to our Discord server. There's a link below the thing, but if you don't want to click that one, you can click this one right here. I can't type and hold the push to talk button at the same time, so here we go. If you want to follow us even more times, you can go to twitter.com/relay_sc. Here we go. I misspelled Twitter. Also, if you want to directly support us, please go to patreon.com/relay_sc. It definitely helps us out. You can also buy merch with t-shirt with our sweet logo on it. I can compliment our logo all I want because I didn't make it. Yeah,
looks like a sideways H.
it does. It looks like you put solar panels on the Serenity, but that's okay.
I designed that on a napkin with a
You did.
child's crayon. Okay.
And then my friend made
And
it way better.
Yes.
So if you want to do that, just go to our website. Oh yeah, we also have a website in case you didn't know.
Weird.
It's relay.sc. There's a merch button up there if you want to do that. There's stuff on there if you want to look at that. But yeah. Oh, and then later on, I mentioned it earlier, but I'll mention it again. Later on, I am going to be on the captain's table. It's a roundtable discussion with various content creators from the Star Citizen community. Is hosted by our dearest friend of the site, Paul Shelley. You can find that at twitch.tv/theastropub. That will be 2 hours from now.
Thank you all so much for watching and hanging out. If you have suggestions for the show, let us know on Discord. If you'd like to be on the show sometime, let us know on Discord. If you know someone who would like to be on the show, let us know on Discord. I think there was something else I was going to say, but I
pretty much if
forgot.
you want to talk to us in any form, the
Discord.
best way is on our Discord.
Yeah. Thanks, as always, to all of the Relay volunteers who do the transcripts every week. They work much, much harder than us lazy assholes who do this podcast. Thanks this week again to Haramis for doing all of the GIFs for the show and tell. And thanks to all of you who go out today and refrain from shooting anyone. Thanks so much. We'll see you in the verse.
Goodbye, toe hair.